a solution for learning. It's a solution for learning. Okay, my name is Dalida Hommayda. I belong to Al-Hayat International School here in Lebanon. I have a master's degree in science education, and my ultimate goal is to increase the achievement of the student, keeping schools student-centered and adopting the inquiry-based approach. Now, let me just talk about the school environment here in Lebanon and in the Middle East. We're struggled from the inconsistent students, inconsistent engagement, as well as the teachers are overloaded. And we're targeting the improvement of the student, and yet we have the technical support is limited. What do I mean by that? I mean that the available learning management systems, platforms are traditional. They either focus on the summative assessment or just passive content delivery. They couldn't deliver the content effectively as we want, as well as they couldn't maintain personalized learning path. Especially here in Lebanon and the Middle East schools. In these schools, the curriculum reform is evolving and the differentiated instruction is emerging, and we're trying to balance between the local national curricula as well as the international benchmark. What we want really, we want a platform that could at the same time assess student performance, achievement, as well as guide their learning journey, keeping, as I've told you, student-centered and I want data-informed approach. Workflow of the teachers is fragmented, and this will keep on the student being disconnected or partially engaged. Why? Because the teachers have to rely on multiple tools. Tools for assessment, for delivering the content, for feedback, trying to give student feedback, as well as monitoring and tracking student progress. What we want a space, interactive one, coherent, where students can have the ownership of the learning. They have to keep on engaged with the content and engage on their own pace. We want to let them receive real-time feedback and intervention, as well as, why not, tracking their own progress. Teacher create interactive question types, secure browser, because here in Lebanon, once we want to do the assessment during the war, we would like to have reliable data. That's why we seek secure browser, as well as we want also the data dashboard. Improving the workflow of the teacher. How? The workflow is no more fragmented. It is centralized in one unique ecosystem. In unique ecosystem, I meant one platform. This platform will help centralize the teacher lesson plan, the assessment, the data analysis, the assigning task, differentiated task, personalized feedback in order to secure emotionally the student who is welcome to do mistake. and streamline the teacher flow. Streamline, I meant that we're by using AssessPrep as a platform, we're eliminating the need of the teacher to toggle and switch between Google Form, PDF, let's say manual grading, because you know that automated grading is within the platform, but now the grading is to inform learning and then not just to tell about the achievement of the student, as well as the teacher will know, they don't have to go to separated content tool like PowerPoint and those resources اللي usually help the teacher to adjust and adapt the learning. Because by using AssessPrep, we can have adaptive multiple learning path that is tailored to every single student. Now, what I want to talk about is about the most significant outcomes. The significant outcomes at many different levels. At student level, we're improving the student agency, where the student can learn at their own pace, and preparing for them a gamified module would booster their own motivation. Now, also, we're increasing the teachers' efficiency. How? Because we have reusable, customized lesson content template, as well as there will be sustainability of the teacher practices, as well as the AssessPrep help us pedagogical way, and we have innovative way in using inquiry-based approach in every single objectives, because the traditional delivering of the content, we don't have time. But once we have self-paced learning course, we embedded the questions in an inquiry-based approach, and the feedback loop that will keep the student engaged in the lesson. Now, also, we're having greater scalability. Why? Because adopting personalized learning path, keeping them aligned, those paths with the our own local and national curricula, and meet the global education standard. Now, also, we have data-driven instruction, because we are having an intervention program, real-time intervention program, and focused based on information. This is what I've discover while using AssessPrep, and I insist to use the AssessPrep because it helped me not only just at the level of informed about learning, but guide the learning process by itself. Truly, I was tracking the preparation of the self-paced course in a way to keep organized, and if I want to train my colleagues, since I'm a subject group leader, I'm coaching many teachers, which is going to inspire by my own act. So I've started by creating the self-paced course. While creating, I used to reach out all the resources, whether text or animation or simulation or lab work, or in order to vary the resources and allow for multiple paths. While creating, I'll be just preparing a folder which include all the pictures, all the text, all the animation, maybe the link, and after creating, I'll go to AssessPrep, and try to manage to insert the resources and use the artificial intelligence powered questions in order to try to ask the student about the content and check their own claims, whether there will be evidence for learning or not. And the AssessPrep will help me to not just choose the appropriate question that's going to try whether the student is going to use the key terms that are newly for them, but also to go for the criteria and the trend in each criteria to know whether to modify it to be easier or harder. And then after completing the whole content and distributing a grade in order to have informative course, I'll go into publishing the course. But before publishing, during the creation, I keep moving between teacher's view, student view, teacher's view, student view, in order to check how I can manage to fix my content in a way that students by themselves could be able to master the knowledge. And sometimes I've realized that I might allow the student to revisit the same objective twice in different way, other than, let's say, text or animation or whatever, since the concept a little bit abstract for them. After making sure that the course is well prepared to be delivered to the student, I'll select the submission, not a button and not just a draft. The student will take the code, and during the classroom session, yani real life time, they start taking the course. Now I'll move to the phase of monitoring the course. Now, while monitoring the course during the session, the student can chat with me with his own or her own specific detailed, keeping emotionally safe, because I'm chatting one-to-one, and I'm not occupied by anything except monitoring the student work. Now also I can really check the progress of the student. 20% the student is now, whereas the other one is faster. I can tell that this student is still very minimum progress. I can tell that he is or she is lagging behind certain prerequisite. I can chat with him. I can send the notification. I can try to send certain let's say hint in order to let them continue more smoothly the objective. I can just come in, tell them you may use the accessibility tool of AssessPrep, where you can just select the text and allow for loud reading of the text. I've informed them during the lesson that you may use the whole potential of AssessPrep. This is in the monitoring phase. In the after creating monitoring, I'll go for the grading. Now, it is very exciting for the student to know right in the real time of the classroom the grade, in order just to inform everyone where is he or she. Now, before looking to the grade, I may check that some of the students have, let's say, missing or leaving certain questions without answer. I may resubmit. This is a feature that will help me a lot, because I can either resubmit the course itself to the student in order maybe to continue at his own pace at school, or I may force somebody to submit in case he has to be forced to submit for a certain reason. Now, also, while going into the grade, it is very, very helpful during AssessPrep that in case you have a short answer or extended answer where artificial intelligence cannot automatically grade the student, I can check the grading by myself, and the grading is very smooth because AssessPrep is going to let me go from one question to another question that is not assessed. Yani those that are assessed and have the grade will not be considered, and I'll be moving from one question that is not corrected to another. I can, in the teacher, I used to have teacher explanation. So in case I'm going to mark 1 out of 2, I can copy some of the missing in the teacher explanation and put it in a comment for the student to check why he got 1 and not 2, what is missing for the lacking of 1 mark. And at the end, while finishing, I'll be just having a quick and clear review by which student has or have many students to have either by group work. I'm going to highlight some of the details that are not yet mastered by the student, and this is out of the grade themselves. But going into the analysis part of the phases of the course, in the analysis part, I can analyze by question or analyze as a whole. I can have test item analysis while having, for example, isolated one question that is all 0 by the student. I can tell either the question is not clear enough, and I'm going to check whether this is due to me. This is I did it not clear enough, or the students have misconception, has prerequisite that they have to, that I have to review in order to let them pass this test or this quiz. Sorry, not the quiz, the question itself, because the question itself might reflect certain objective that is not clear for the student. At the end, when I'll finish the analysis, I tried always to let the student feel not isolated alone. I'll try to have use the management learning system, which is ManageBack, in order to have a discussion for the student where they can interact together in order to have a whole course, that perfect course, having individualized work as well as group work, collaborating with the peers. Now, once I've finished, this is a very important and helpful part where I can export student work with his own grade, my own comment, the teacher's explanation, the mark scheme, with the specific comment and feedback and hint that I kept providing student with during the self-paced course, exported as PDF, given to the student, and the student will review the whole course with their mistakes, with my comment, with my explanation, as well as the mark scheme. Now, what I've realized so successful is that when assigning a summative, the student will ask me, could you please, Miss, resubmit the test again in order to repeat it and try to check my own grade? This is very helpful. The student is going to review the whole course and try to check pre and post in order to check his own readiness for the summative exam. And also during exporting the PDF, the student themselves will always refer to me in order to try to check whether the objective that was not mastered truly mastered by now. Some of the students were not engaged, were not motivated during this shift from delivering the content just by many resources, PowerPoint, inquiry, questions, but not self-paced course. The shift will help many of my students which were not engaged to be engaged, and they kept telling me, Miss, I used not to listen to you 100%, but by this way you force me to start as if I am preparing for the summative from the first and beginning of the self-paced course. This is what I want to tell about my experience concerning using AssessPrep in another way and a potential use of AssessPrep.